hero, by definition, is a brave person or a person of great admiration. The truer definition of a hero is a person who takes a stand for what is right and makes a difference even when no one is watching. It is the person who will move mountains with determination and faith for another. It is the everyday person who does the extraordinary. An author once wrote, "There are heroic possibilities waiting to be discovered in every person." It is the belief of the Naples Children and Education Foundation that there is a hero waiting to be inspired in every child. NCEF, inspiring tomorrow's heroes. It is easy to recognize a hero: the soldier fighting for freedom, the firefighter who saves a life, the astronaut who walks on the moon, and even the baseball player who hits the game-winning home run. Far too often, we forget to take the time to recognize our everyday heroes. These overlooked heroes are the social workers, counselors, healthcare providers, educators, and volunteers who work each and every day to provide the much-needed services to our community's most fragile children. Unlike many communities, Collier County does not provide local government support for social services. All children's charities must raise funds privately to provide assistance for those in need. If it weren't for the hard work and dedication of these everyday heroes, abused children would not have a shelter to go to, or a counselor to provide them the support to stand strong. Through privately raised funds, thousands of underprivileged children are given the building blocks to create a strong foundation. Every child dreams of becoming a hero. It often starts as a favorite superhero, professional athlete, or pop star seen on TV. Often, an at-risk child's perception of a hero is distorted by the environment or challenges faced when growing up. The lack of exposure to quality educational programs and positive role models limits their heroes to the gang member, drug dealer, or abusive adult. As the child becomes part of the fabric of a system where he is educated, valued, and empowered, he begins to recognize the true heroes: a parent, teacher, counselor, nurse, or social worker. There is a hero waiting to be inspired in every child. It is the child who is homeless. It is the child who cannot read. It is the child who has been beaten beyond recognition. Every child deserves the opportunity to become the hero of their dreams. The charities supported by the Naples Children and Education Foundation that work every day to help these children have redefined the meaning of a hero. These are our heroes.
It all started at the age of 9. I had lost my mother. For a young elementary school student, it was really hard, and the environment that I was placed in didn't allow me to grow in ways that I wanted to grow in. So I found myself roaming the streets and getting in trouble. And even at 3rd, 4th grade, I was just doing things that 3rd and 4th graders weren't supposed to do. So I was seeing the principal every day. And I remember him saying that if you get one more referral, I'm gonna send you back to Haiti. We're gonna find a way to send you back to Haiti. I said, no, don't send me back there. I think what really changed me was the discipline that I started getting when I made the transition from Youth Haven to Jeff and Donna's home. They're just great people, man. I've lived with them for 8 years. They still take me in. They've made sure that I've done well in school, and they were actually one of the first foster parents that actually made sure that I stayed on track. After that, I saw a major difference between my behavior patterns from the time I was born to the time I was in 7th grade to the time I was in 7th grade to now. it was like a complete turnaround, and I couldn't even believe what was going on myself. And I think all that has enabled me to be a well-rounded person, the well-rounded person that I am now, to eventually come over here and be like, okay, you know what? I got people that care about me, that if I have any questions, I can just either make a phone call, write a letter, or go visit, and that they'll say, okay, you know what? We still have you. We still got your back. What has helped me so much about the Foster Care Council is that the position and the situation that I'm at now, they've also had a hand in it, in a way. They have provided some tutoring for me. Taking the SAT, that's not an easy test at all. So when I took the SAT, because of the tutors, I was able to get the score that I needed to come here. Also, they've enriched my academic career by also providing extra funds for me to go out there and experience music. I think I am an inspiration to young men and women who are in my situation because I've been through it. So obviously, you know, I'm here now. I'm a junior in college and I'm doing well here. So there's something that I'm doing right, you know, and I think for young women and men, if they look at my situation, they say, okay, well, this kid's made it, why can't I?
Heroes come in different shapes and sizes with unique qualities and strengths that allow them to overcome the most difficult challenges. It is the premature baby who fights all odds. It is the physically challenged child who learns to walk and teaches others the value of giving. It is a network of agencies that create a health safety net which will provide services to thousands of needy children. These are our heroes.
Here at this facility, we take care of all the neonatal intensive care infants in Southwest Florida. What I'm standing before is our neonatal intensive care ambulance, but it serves for us as an emergency room on wheels. We're able to pick up children in Collier County, anywhere in Immokalee, anywhere in the region, and bring them to the Children's Hospital where the highest level of care in the region is provided.
This is Ella. She was a premature baby. She only weighed 3 pounds and she was 30 weeks. In most cases, premature birth comes without warning and with no apparent medical cause. So that was our case. I had her at North Collier. Oh, it was heartbreaking to see her hooked up to all the monitors and machines. And
you just want to pick her up and hug her and tell her she's okay.
We were informed that she would be transported to Lee Memorial.
We were called to go pick up their baby on transport down in Naples, and I happened to be the transport nurse on that day. It was very important for the Sterling family to have their baby in a location where the best of care could be offered as far as the latest in technology.
Being residents of Collier County, our options were limited. North Collier has a level 2 unit and she needed a level 3 unit, which only Lee Memorial could provide.
If an ambulance isn't available to transport a baby from, say, North Collier to come up here, the baby would have to go to either Miami or to Tampa or to St. Pete, which then you're separating the mom from the baby. We try on the transport team to make it as comfortable a transition for them by explaining everything that we're doing and keeping them up on everything.
You know, when I was pregnant, we had envisioned the moments after she was born to hold her in our arms and start the bonding process, but the expected newborn routine is much more challenging.
Ella survived. She has survived also because of her parents, the love and support and dedication of her parents coming here and visiting regularly and being involved in her care.
We were very fortunate that there was an ambulance to transport her. Otherwise, it might not have been such a happy ending.
Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Studies from experts confirm that early educational experiences are critical to a child's academic growth. Communities that do not address these issues recognize an increase in dropout rates, teen pregnancy, criminal activity, and unemployment. In several states, third-grade reading scores are used to predict the number of prison cells needed in the future. An overwhelming number of children in Collier County lack access to basic services essential to healthy child development. The waiting list for subsidized care is endless, leaving thousands of children at risk of failing, a pattern that gets worse with age. The heroic efforts of the nonprofit organizations provide the positive environment and tools needed to inspire tomorrow's learners. It is the nearly condemned trailer that has been the educational hub of a community for over 40 years. It is the teacher who cares for each child as their own. It is the book that a child would never have read. These are our heroes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Can you show me 7 on your finger?
I would not like them if you are there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like you, Ham. I do not like them, Sam.
There you go. Perfect. That's good. Perfect. That's good, Nina. Well, as a single parent, you know, I mean, I have a lot of responsibility with Nina as well, but I can't do it all myself at home. And, you know, there's times where, you know, I need outside help. And luckily, her teachers here, Ms. Audrey in particular, has really helped me out.
Nina is very artistic. She likes to sing, she likes to dance, but also she likes to read.
They've helped her get ready for kindergarten. I mean, she can actually write her name, she can recognize words. You know, she could not have done it without the help from the teachers here at the YMCA.
When she first came into the classroom, she was very shy, really withdrawn, and I've seen her grow throughout these months. I've had her since last August, so she's been with me a full year. Actually, yesterday was our graduation, and looking at the children and seeing them and knowing that most of my classroom is leaving to kindergarten, it became a realization to me that all the teachers and the students here and the kids here are like my family.
As Collier County has grown, so has the number of cases of child abuse and neglect. One local protection agency reports a 30% increase in cases of physical and sexual abuse against children in the past year alone. Combined with a shortage of funds, it is difficult to provide long-term counseling to these children in emotional and physical trauma. A hero is a child who can stand up to the abuser. It is the counselor who restores a child's self-esteem. It is the mother who has rebuilt her life to protect her son's future. A hero comforts a child in pain. These are our heroes.
Tyler'd seen a lot with the abuse and the alcoholism. He experienced a lot. He got a lot of the pain from it. He remembers, and he actually voices the difference that he sees. And I'm not going to, well, I am going to speak for him. He says he likes life now as compared to how it used to be.
Well, when Althea first came, she was physically sick. Her kids were crying. The kids were frightened. And I remember talking to Althea that day she got here, and Tyler was afraid that Santa wouldn't know where he was. And it was really touch and go for a long time. We provided a lot of attention, and about the time she had been here a few months and she was thinking about moving on, I think what happened is Tyler began to really do well, and that got Mom inspired. I remember her telling me she finally became the woman she had always wanted to be.
They got to be kids again, and that was a good thing. And you know, I was there for them in the mornings when they woke up, and I wasn't sleeping till 10, and I was Mom, and they were kids, they were boys, they were what they were supposed to be.
You know, you could see the mom coming alive. I knew that the kids were going to make it because their mom was getting hold of a life transformed.
I don't ever want to forget how that was. You know, I don't want to forget and say, oh, well, it wasn't that bad, because it was. It got better, and it got better because of where I was at, but I don't ever want to have to do that again.
You know, that little bit of victory is seeing her son dreaming big and being changed lets her go on to her next step and face her next challenge. And it saves the future generations. Her grandkids are going to never know the struggle she went through. They're just going to know she was a hero to their dad when he was a little boy.
Without St. Matthew's House, I don't think any of my boys would be with me right now. And I don't honestly know where Tyler would be if it wasn't for St. Matthew's and if we hadn't had a place to come to.
You know, a hero isn't some supernatural guy that is bulletproof out there, but that lady who is down and looks in her kids' eyes and sees my kids need me to get up and fight the fight and make it. And that inspires us all.
We're here to provide the evaluation, the medical care, the interview of the child to find out in the child's words what's going on and what is happening to them to keep them safe and to keep them from being abused and neglected any further. For the Children's Advocacy Council here in Collier County, this is the largest increase we've ever been faced with. You know, our community's growing. We have, more and more schools are opening up. We have more children here than we used to have, and we've had a lot of really severe cases. A little girl, she was 3 years old and just as cute as she could be, and she came in here in a little denim jumpsuit and was adorable with brown curly hair. A person held her face and lit a cigarette lighter and burned her earlobe on purpose. And she had bruises on her face from where she was struggling to try and get away from this person. And it's just, you can't understand sometimes where that comes from and why anybody would do that to this beautiful, beautiful little girl. Dale Lively is the senior person here. She's probably one of the most caring, empathetic, wonderful people I've ever met in my life and have had the honor to work with.
This girl decided that she couldn't take it anymore, and she told a friend at school. And that friend at school helped her go to the guidance counselor. She came into the office, sat down with me in one of our interview rooms, and told me about the multiple times in which her stepfather came into her room at night, pulled off her clothes, and had sex with her.
Thank you for being so good to me and helping me so much. I didn't know what to do when my stepdad started coming in my room at night. When I came to see you, I felt safe and was finally able to tell someone what had happened to me. When I told my mom, she told me not to tell anyone and that I was a liar. But when he was alone with me, he would make me touch him and do things I didn't want to do.
A child who has been sexually abused by a person in their family is put in so many difficult positions by all the other people in their life.
It was hard to go to court, and I was scared, but you made me feel better. When I had to face my stepdad in front of all those people, I was embarrassed, but I remembered what you told me. It wasn't my fault. The worst part about this was that my mom chose him over me, and she's only known him for a couple of years, but she's known me all of my life.
The children are the reason why we come to work every day. Their ability to walk through these doors, to tell their stories, makes us want to do the right thing for them.
My hero is my mom because she helps me figure out what's right and what's wrong in any problem.
A hero has courage.
Somebody who makes a difference is a hero.
A hero means you guys.
What can you say to a hero? To someone who gives so much? What can you say to a hero? To someone who seeks lives to touch? We can say thank you. Oh, we can say thank you, thank you.
Ella is our hero.
I am a hero.
I'm 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 a hero. Sorry.
I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
I am a hero. I'm a hero.
I am a patient.
And I am a hero.
You are our hero.
To deal with issues every day on that battlefield. Truly, it's an heroic effort.
What can you say to a hero? To someone who's always there? What can you say to a hero? To someone who lives life to care? We can say thank you. Oh, we can say thank you, thank you. May blessings come to you for all you did and do. We've seen your light shine through, and we are all blessed too. You are our heroes. You are our heroes. You are our heroes.
I'm a hero!
Thank you. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun'll come out tomorrow.